So, um, today I'm going to be reviewing a book called Piranesi while also making an origami. So, the book Piranesi is something that I read about 2 weeks ago, and I am currently on a mission to read more books, and I'm trying to read one book a week. So I thought it would be interesting to record a review on YouTube while also maybe that will motivate me to want to read more. For the origami today, I'm going to try to make a butterfly. So let's get started. So Piranesi itself is quite an odd book. It's a book about this guy who got stuck. Well, his name is Piranesi, and he got stuck in a world, I guess, parallel to our own, but with less people. And it is not exactly a world, but it's more like a building that is divided into 3 floors. The first floors are water, sea, and there are like fishes inside. And the second floor is the floor where we can live, Piranesi can live. And then the third floor is where there are clouds and sky. One thing that is that exists in all 3 floors are the statues. So Piranesi, thinking that he is a researcher, he decided to kind of map out the building itself, which is quite large, and also writing journals about his day-to-day life and what he found. So in the book, in the world where Piranesi is in, which is not our world, there is also another guy who is in the world with him. Piranesi called him the other, and they would talk every week to talk about the other's research, where he is trying to find, I suppose, a superpower of some sort in the other world and see if it's doable, I suppose. So that is how Piranesi lives his life for a good majority of the book. And the rest of the story I'm not going to say because it's going to spoil the reading experience for those of you who haven't read it yet. But my own thoughts about the book is that because so far last year and the year before that I've been reading a lot of nonfiction, the initial reaction that I had to Piranesi is that I had a hard time trying to understand or trying to wrap my head around the fact that the setting of the book was very odd. And it took me actually 3 months to get through the initial 40 to 50 pages of the book, which after that I stopped and then re-picked it up again a few months later with a more open mind. So one thing, I guess the most important takeaway that I have from this book is to be open-minded, and despite the oddity of the book or the oddity of the plot. Another thing is that I think because Piranesi had such a big hype around it, it kind of made me feel a little bit underwhelmed because I was expecting more. But I think halfway throughout the book, the story becomes kind of predictable. So that's also another issue I had with the book. The story itself was quite simple in the sense that it was even predictable at times. But all in all, I really enjoyed the book. There is a certain simplicity to it that is difficult to find in novels these days. At least I don't really see it anymore, as often anymore. So I would recommend Piranesi for those of you who are looking to, break the fourth wall, so to say, or to kind of challenge your comfort zone a little bit. It's not too crazy. Everything makes sense in the end. It's just that the initial kind of acceptance or like the learning curve of the world is a little bit steep, at least from my point of view. But yeah, definitely give this book a try. It's not a bad book, but it also is not extremely amazing that I want everyone to read it, but it's definitely something that I feel like everyone should read at least once. And I think that's it for my review. I hope you enjoy. The butterfly came out a little bit wonky, but I did my best. I hope I can get better at folding origami in the future, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.